I got contacted again by Voopeak. So this is a sponsored video. I did not buy that camera, they were sent to me. I will unbox this camera, show you what's inside, and show you all the features. So it is IP66 waterproof, and it has a Wi-Fi connectivity. It is also solar power with internal rechargeable batteries. The Voopeak cameras, I've been dealing with them for over a year now, and they are quite stunning cameras for what you pay for it. You're getting quite a product here. We'll go over some features, and today is July 1st, so Canada Day. I went out on my motorcycle out here to review this camera, and I'm gonna mount it and leave it here for about a week or so before I come back and get it again. I did charge the camera at home, so it is already charged. And just to mention, this camera is very similar to the TC08 that I reviewed a while ago, and that's the TC08. I have it here with me just for comparison. So basically the size of the camera is almost the same, except the sensors, the motion sensors, are here on the side, and here we have one in the middle. They both 4K cameras, so they're very capable. So that's the camera itself, what you get in the box. You get a USB Type-C charging cable and a strap to attach it to the tree, and not to forget the instruction manual and warranty information. So the build quality of this camera is very good material. They've been using a pretty decent plastics, and this camera can be actually triple powered, so all you need is 4 AA batteries to extend the life of your camera if you're leaving it for a longer period of time. The app that you're using for this camera, it's a wildlife cam, same as the TC08, and I will go over the features of the camera in the app instead of going through the menus here. Let's turn it on and go into the setup mode. It's got a color display. It's not a touchscreen, you have to use the buttons, which is totally okay. It's probably much easier than navigating over the small screen. It is IP66 waterproof, so it can withstand most of the weather while you're leaving it in a cold or in a rain or in a snow. It has a 4K camera and 33 frames per second, so that's pretty much a standard on these cameras now. You get pretty good quality. So even though the sensor looks different than on the TC08, it is also 120 degree field of view PIR sensor that's on this camera, which is identical as the TC08 that I just showed you a second ago with 2 sensors on the side. The battery capacity is 4400 milliamps, so that's quite a bit, and the Wi-Fi range is about 33 feet. So that's probably enough to access the camera with the Wi-Fi connected to your phone. The camera also features a night vision and loop recording. The video recording format is H.264, so that's standard, similar to most other cameras what you have on the market. It supports the SD up to 128 gigabytes, so that could be increased a little bit, but it is what it is. If you want to leave the camera for a longer period of time at full resolution, so 120 megabytes, it's not gonna last probably forever, but for most of the purposes that we're using it, it's more than sufficient. I actually use only 64 cards. Never had a need to install a longer card, and I was able to get quite a bit of footage. Depends on the length of video that you set it for. I will switch the screen to on so you can see the quality of the screen. So this is more or less how it looks. Of course, on a camera you're not going to be able to see exactly the quality of that display. Another nice feature that this camera has, it supports a loop recording. So if you want to leave the camera for a really long time, you can leave the camera on. So once the card fills up, it will re-record over the oldest content, and this way you have continuously monitoring if you're not using it for capturing the wildlife. Let's say if you want to mount it on a house or something like that, and you want to check it out if you live in a country, what's going on, you can set it on loop recording. I will connect the camera to the app and I'll show you all the features and all the settings that I have on this camera. Alright, I'll try to make it as visible as possible, and we'll go over the features. So as you see, I already have two cameras here. I named one as Wildcam TC08 and the other one Wildcam TC02. They both made by Voopeak. Alright, so let's connect to the camera first. Connect camera. When you're setting it up for the first time, of course, you're going to have to pair your Bluetooth. I'm not going to go over this. That's a pretty straightforward procedure. It takes a couple seconds to connect the camera, and at this point we are connected. So we'll jump into the settings so I can go over the settings for you. But maybe before we do that, I should go back so to show you on top what we have set here. This camera right now looks like it's set at 2K 30 frames per second. Shows you the battery life and a percentage, which is 85%. I have to change that. For some reason I thought I set it to 4K. Okay, now at this point we are on a camera mode, and we'll go into the menu, which is the settings, and those are my preferred settings. How you're gonna set it, it's up to you. And I have it set as a capture mode is the first thing, and I have it to photo and a video. The PIR detection delay, I have it set to 0.05 seconds. There's different options that you can choose, but I want to trigger the camera pretty quickly. Now the image size, I have it on a maximum, which is 112 megapixels. I have it set to take only one photo, and after that it goes into the video mode. Now the resolution here, that's what I have not set correctly. I want to change that to 4K 30 frames per second. And just to go over, there's other options. There's 2K 30 frames per second. There is 1080p 1296 30 frames per second, 720 frames per second. If you want to fit more content on SD card, you would want to set it probably to 720, but your picture quality will not be as good as the 4K, of course. Now recording time, that's something, again, a preference, different preference for everybody else. Mine is set to 22 seconds. I have the audio to set to record as well. PIR sensitivity, that's something, again, that's a user preference. I have it always set on medium. I notice if it goes on high, any branch that moves in front of the camera or anything, that will trigger the camera, and with medium it's pretty much what I find that's working well. Loop recording, I have it off. I don't use that. That's the feature I was telling you earlier. If you want to record over the oldest content. Fill light sensitivity, I have it on auto. Now here you can also set monitoring period. So basically you can turn that on, and then you can set the time, from what time to what time the camera is going to record. I turn that features off because I rely on motion sensors, and I want to have a recording pretty much throughout the whole day and night. There is your start end time, and you can do different timers. So date format, again, a user preference. I am a 24-hour guy. I like to have a 24-hour military time, or what you call it here. That's my preference. And date stamp, you can either turn it on or off. That means on an actual video or photo you'll have the time of the day and a date embedded on a video. Here you can change the camera name, so TC02 or whichever camera you will order, and time of the Wi-Fi, how long the Wi-Fi just stays on before it turns off. And of course right here you can format the SD card, which I'm going to do right now, just to make sure that the card is clear. And you can also set it to default settings. Right now 64 gigabyte card, but it shows that it's only 59.6 available. The rest was used by formatting. At the bottom, the last thing, AA battery level percentage, which we don't have any installed, so it's gonna be 0. But now I will set it up here somewhere in a forest. So let's go into the forest here and we'll install that camera. I've seen some droppings in one of those locations here, and it looks like it's an elk dropping too. See if we're gonna get even lucky this time. Last time when I was trying to review it, in the winter I didn't get much footage of it, of any animals, but when I went camping I actually got some footage on my TC08 of the deer, and it was during the midday, actually, not that far away from the campground. There, it looks like we have some quite fresh elk droppings right here, so that would be a good spot to set the camera. At this point we just have to turn the camera to on position to activate the sensor, and the camera is ready, and we'll come back here in a week or so, unless I decide to come back here on Sunday. I don't know yet. I will mark this location on a GPS. I call it a can cam. I know what that means, and save it.
Day 4.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. There it is. Here's the camera. Okay, connected to the camera. Oh yeah! Looks like we have an animal. Is it just a photo? Or... oh yeah, he's running through there pretty quickly. Looks like it got spooked. Holy, it was here for literally 4 days and not too many encounters, but yeah, there she is. Beautiful doe. I'll bring that up on the computer and we'll see. So we do have some footage. And check out the battery. After 4 days, it's still at 100%. So and there is no secondary battery, just running on the rechargeable and solar. 4 days out, right here in this forest, and camera is still fully charged, which is awesome. So as I mentioned in the review, those cameras are really no joke. They're pretty good. that will be it for today's video. It is an awesome day. It was great to take the advantage of it. If you'll be interested to get that camera, I will put the links below the video in the description, so you can actually purchase. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do affiliate link. If anything, I will apply the company discount, or you can maybe find that on Amazon. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yes, I came on a bike. No hunting gear today.